All right. So on this video, I want to uh, teach you or take you through the hosting control panel. Yes. So all you need to do is to log into your hosting account. That's provided you have a hosting account from any of the hosting company that you have. So on the hosting account, you see your services, you see domains, you see your tickets and also your invoice. All of them will be on your client area. That's your hosting dashboard. So you click on services, you see the hostings that you have on your control panel. You can also see that on your products. When you click on service, when you click on service, there will be a drop down menu that will show you all your services. That's all the hosting account you have on the hosting company. So this is Truehost. So so let's click on this one. Remember I said we want to go through the control panels. Let's see what we have on the control panels. Okay. So let's click control panel. So it's loading. So let's allow it to load. So this is the control panel of this domain, the control panel of this domain. Now the difference between this and other hosting is there's no difference. It's still the same thing, but just that some hosting might use a different theme or just some little differences. But be rest assured that once you can operate, you understand the functions on this cpanel or cpanel, you can also operate other control panels too. So it's almost the same thing, and what you see here is what you see on other control panels too. Just some few hosting control panels that looks somehow difficult, but they are still not difficult because they are written in English. And even if they are not written in English, there will be a translator for you to translate it. So it's still easy to navigate through the the control panel. So we have the emails. We have this is the email side where you can create a custom email account. You can create a custom email account like what you normally see, that's info your name at this.com, customer care, sales, uh, music at this.com, at your domain name.com. So this is what you see, and when you click on it, it will open for you to create a webmail. So the email is for you to create a webmail. You can search. This is where you see this two here is the list of webmails that are already on this control panel. So if you want to create a new email address, just click on create. You click on create, it will ask you to put a username. So the username, you can just put music, or let's put pos. You can decide to use you can decide to set a password now, or you can decide to also generate a password. So this is the password for this webmail. So when you want to log in, you will be using this email this password. So it's advisable you know the password, or you can simply copy it down, so next time you can have access to it. Okay, so you can have access to it. So once you are done setting your password, there are other things that you can set too. Just click on edit other settings for you to set the storage. So it's more preferable you set it as unlimited. So after that, you click on create. That means your email address has been created, so you can see it from the list of emails account that you have on it. So let's go there are other important things that we can learn from this the C panel. So we also have the files. These files are Okay, so let's skip down for now first. Let's talk about other things that you can do with the control panel. So we have the domains. You have WordPress toolkit, we have site publishers, we have domains, we have add-ons, we have subdomains. Now, these subdomains are they are like if you want to create a subdomain, like let's use our domains are for an example, famous.com. So subdomains are like an attachment to the main domain. Like you can decide to use uh buynow.famous.com. So when you create a subdomain, this is how it's going to look like. So let's say we want to create a subdomain as famous. Then you can see it will be famous.domain.com or .ng on the extension. So your subdomain will carry the domain root, that is the main domain, that you already have on your control panel. So being it a reporters media, Soxvine, and also if you are using soxvine.com, so the subdomain will be famous.soxvine.com. So after you have done that, all you need to do is to click on create. So once you click on that, you wait for it to load. You wait for it to load. Okay. So that's all. You wait for it to load. Once it's done loading, that means your subdomain is active. You've created the subdomain, so you can now even search it on your web browser as famous.soxvine.com or famous.soxvine.ng. So that means you can see a success message on the screen that success famous dot this is has been created. So that means you've created that subdomain. So there's what we call add-ons domain again. When you are getting the host, there are some details and description of the host that you can add, like three other websites to it. So adding an add-on domain is like you buying a .com domain or any extension domain, and you want to add it to your hosting account. Your hosting account gives you the privilege of having more than one domain on it. There are some hosting accounts depending on the one you choose. For this particular host gives us access to as many domains that we can add to it. So once you have a domain like that you want to add to your host, so all you need to do is to click on the add-ons domain. You click on add-ons domain. So once you click on it, you add the domain you want to add, new domain name. So you just click on add domain, you add the domain. Automatically every other place will be filled for you. Then you click on add domain. So apart from that, you still need to set your DNS. You still need to do other settings to configure the domain with the host together. Okay. So we also have the database. The database is we have database. Another database we have PHP MyAdmin, MySQL database, MySQL database wizard, remote SQL, PostgreSQL database, PHP PG admin. So this is where all your details. This is where your site is being stored. Like the word database, this is where it's being stored. If you be using WordPress or any other thing you'll be doing with the website, this is where everything will be stored. So we also have these are one of the important things that you need to learn on the admin dashboard. So we have softwares. There are some, like I was explaining to you, that we have so many content management that people use to develop their website now. So for the purpose of this training, we'll be using WordPress. Like I said, we'll be using WordPress. So, and how can we install WordPress? Now, there are two ways for you to install WordPress or activate WordPress on your website. The first one is using the software here. All you need to do, you can see these are software that you can one click install, and it will be installed on your website with just a click, and it will be installed. You don't need to download, you don't need to upload, you don't need to do anything. The system will automatically do all the whole settings for you. Okay, so all you need to do is to click on WordPress Manager by Softaculous. So just click on it, and you see other instructions on how to do it there. You see install, you see scan, you see remote import, you see manage sites. So installations, you can see the list of websites you have on your hosting account uh that WordPress has been installed. You will see it there. You can see the installation on this particular one. So all you need to do is to click on install, So when you click on install, you see this page will open. The page will open for you. So you select the installation URL. You can see HTTPS. So just click on the drop down menu. Click on the drop down menu. You can see HTTP. You can see HTTP forward slash www. You can also see HTTPS, and you can also see HTTPS forward slash www. So you can select anyone. So there are some sites that they don't have SSL. So if your site doesn't have SSL, once you select the HTTPS, it will tell you this site does not have HTTPS. So for on this one, uh, 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 it has security SSL. So what we need to do now is to select which of the domains we want to install this WordPress to. So you can see I created a subdomain which is famous.this.ng. So let's install this WordPress into this subdomain that I just created, because we saw from the other page that WordPress has already been installed on this the first domain. So let's install WordPress on this one. Okay, the next one is in directory. This is in directory. So all you need to do is to clean it. Okay, like this is what I said. This is what I said. I said if you don't have a trusted SSL certificate, it will give you a message that your site doesn't have. So it means on this subdomain that I created, there is no SSL certificate on it. But I can decide to leave it. Then after everything, I'll go back and do my configuration and set my SSL certificate. So let's go, guys. So we are done with that. Remember I said you clean the directory, leave it to be empty. So now you have your site username. Uh, Default, it will come as an admin, but for you to secure your website, you can decide to use a different name. You can decide to use a different name. So let's use okay, let's use admin. They add something to it. Admin POS. Or admin okay, admin POS. Then the password, let's use admin admin 1122 at. So remember, this is our admin. Let's copy it. So you can see there's a confirmation on it that your password is strong. Your password is strong. So what you need to do again is to set the account, so that once you are done installing, you get a notification on your email. And if you have issues with your website, if you want to reset your password, they can communicate with you. So it is more preferable you use your ordinary email. When I mean ordinary email, this could be your Gmail, your Yahoo, or whatever Outlook or whatever email that you are using. So yeah, so you'll be getting notifications from there instead of using the webmail. So for this, let's use okay, so let's use that. So what you need, just check other things. You can decide to put a limit site login attempts. That is, if you try logging into the website and maybe there's a password error or your email, your username is not correct, it will tell you you have one attempt left and so on. So once you exceed that, you need to call at the attention of the site admin for before you can continue. So this is also this okay, this is a plugin. This is a plugin, so you can decide to add it too. You can decide to add it. So once you are done, WordPress will give you some free themes that you can select, on installation. So we are done with that. So we have your site name. So you can decide to fill it here, or you wait after you've done your installations on your WordPress dashboard. You can do this configuration too. But let's just do it. Let's set it as famous, and let's set it as training masterpiece. So we are done setting our site description and our site name. So or yes, the English, we've selected the language. So what you need to do now is just to click install. So let's click install. So we are installing WordPress on this particular subdomain. Okay, so we are done installation. So we have received a message, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. And this is they will give you your site name and also your administrative URL. So we can see this is our site name here. So let's open it and see. Let's open it. Okay, because the SSL is not yet active on it, that's why it's showing this. So you just click on proceed. You click on proceed. So yes, we are good to go. We are good to go. So this is it. We've installed WordPress on it, and you click this. It will take you to your your WordPress administrative dashboard. This is your WordPress administrative dashboard. This is where you do all your settings. This is where you do all your settings. uh you can see you have the home, we have the post. If you want to make a post, you have the media. This is where you upload your pictures, your music, whatever thing that has to do with media. So we have pages that you can set your page about us, contact us, whichever page that you want to have. We also have comments. The comment section, you can approve comments and you can disapprove comments. We also have the appearance. The appearance is where you upload your themes. The appearance is where you upload your theme. Okay, like I said, WordPress makes use of plugins to make most of the work easier. So as time goes on, you'll be making use of different plugins to make your site look good. So this is where this is it here. You Where you can install plugins from that